Hey, good people. If you want to get the acquire of one exotic auto rifle, you're gonna have to do the Encore Overture exotic mission. I got you. I'm gonna give you a guide for that, alright? So, to unlock it, really quick, really easy, what you're gonna have to do is just progress your story, the seasonal story, to week 3, and make sure you go talk to Failsafe, and you'll talk to Ikora, I believe, and you'll unlock it. They'll make it very obvious. So just progress your seasonal story and it'll be on the helm. Let's go. All right, y'all. So when you start off, you'll be looking at that Vex Milk pool right there. Go over to the right. You can skip the enemies and all of that. And you'll want to go up this ramp right here with like the kind of blue lit, whatever you want to call that, Vex architecture. Make your way all the way up the ramp. Once you get here, to your left, look down, and you're gonna see a Vex water slide. Just drop right down in there, and you are sliding your way to a jumping puzzle. You know, don't this place kind of remind y'all of, what's that mission? Whisper, right? Whisper. Once you get here, look for the lights. Always look for the lights. For this beginning part, is gonna be blue lights, and then red lights. See those red lights right there? We're heading that way, y'all. So remember, red lights will always pretty much guide you. See, red light down here. Gonna drop into this little alley, whatever you want to call it, and red light again. Jump over to the red light, and you'll see that they got these fancy elevators. Go ahead and take this elevator up. So once you get up to the top here, you're gonna see another bluely lit room. Make your way through there, and then to your left, you're gonna have other elevators and lifts. I'm a warlock jumping across here, but you can take the lift. Again, follow that red light to this platform, and you're gonna have to wait for this elevator to come down to you. All right, take that. Somebody cue that elevator music. We're gonna go right on up here, and here you go. Walk onto this platform. Make sure you don't get slapped by this little ejector right here as you wait for the next one. And you're going to take another elevator all the way up. See, red light again. I told y'all, red lights. And we'll follow the path we got in front of us, slide right on down. And once you get to this with the little bar lights over it, you're going to slide under a few of them. And then you're going to get to this opening right here. Very whisper of the worm, ain't it? All right, when you jump to this red lit platform right here, go ahead and just try to get to this second floor right here. And then you're going to have another elevator / lift. So go ahead, let that take you all the way up. More red lights. You're going to drop down one time, drop down 2 times. And when you get here, it's going to look like you have to go left. Don't go left. Look for the purple, y'all. Look for the purple. And now we're about to finish the jumping puzzle. So when you get here, this is the new mechanic you're going to be dealing with. It's basically just taking one key from somewhere and putting it somewhere else to open something or make something happen. It is a very simple way of putting it, but that's basically it. So you're going to start running into enemies here. You just want to clear this whole hallway and make your way to the next area. All right, y'all. When y'all get to this room right here, just to simplify this for you, when you see a down arrow, the green ones are to make platforms, just so y'all know. And there's going to be another one. A blue one is to make portals. Green platforms, blue portals. Now, how do you know if you can place it there? You'll see a green arrow going down, so I can place it here. That's where I need to place it, right? Now, if you see an up arrow, that means you can pick it up, get it from there. So that's as simple as that gets. I'm going to pick up a green key, and I'm going to take it to a down arrow. There you go. Platform just popped up. In this room, you're going to have 3 of these that you need to do. And why you 3? Because 1, 2, 3 locks on the door. Each conflux is going to unlock one of those so you can progress. So that's the first one. After you do it, you don't need it. Pick it up. Go ahead and look for the next one, which is going to be on your left. And you're going to place it there. See another platform. and then the door is gonna open. Go into that door. You're gonna have your second conflux. Boom, and you repeat that. 2 down, 1 to go. Go ahead, pick that back up. It's gonna open up the lower corridor for you, which is where you want to go. And you're gonna have some enemies down here, just so you know. So you might want to do a little clearing. Okay, now when you get down here, y'all see it, it's gonna be a cross. Go ahead and make that happen. Okay, just trying not to get smoked out here. All right, placing. All right, it's gonna place the platform, it's gonna open this door. Now when you get in here, you're gonna see something that you haven't seen yet, which is gonna be these freaking partition minotaurs. So what's their deal is they're gonna drop a gold one for you. What is that gold one? It's just for a special lock. You only see this, I believe, what, twice? Maybe? All right, so you pick up the gold ones and you just match it. It's nothing too crazy about it. It's gonna open up certain things for you that you just need, absolutely need to progress. So what that did was it'll open this door for you. Now I can go ahead and go over here and pick back up my connection and go right back through here and use it to get to the last conflux. So here you go, that should be all 3 confluxes for you. And now you can pick it up and make your way back upside to where you began, all right?
That's more enemies, sure. Just go ahead. Push through it.
You should be able to use where you originally dropped down. You should be able to jump back up. If you got strand, you know you can grapple. All right, now when you get up here, what you're trying to do is get back to the very first place in front of the locks, and you want to place it back there. There you go. And that should open the way forward. Done. All right, so as you can see, you have a hallway that opens up with red lights, pretty much guiding you like before. Not a crazy jump puzzle like before though. All right, when you get to this room, they're gonna try to throw you for a loop, y'all. Don't let them throw you for a loop. This is gonna be very Indiana Jones, all right? They're gonna try to indie you. So when you get here, pick this up. You see the red wall, run. Just run the opposite way and don't stop running. All right, you're gonna have Cyclops is trying to freaking kablow you. Don't let it happen. Just keep running. It's good to have healing grenades in case you need them. And blinding grenades from a grenade launcher is really good here too. If you're having trouble getting through here, you're doing it solo. Those are 2 options you might definitely want to put on. But you just run through, nothing too crazy, and you'll get back to a very familiar place. And that's it. It's not chasing you anymore. That red wall of death, not chasing you. That thing. All right, so once you get back here, what you're trying to do is go that way with the key. So how do you do that? Easy. Remember, you have a key on you right now. So go ahead and place that key in that lock, which brings up the platform, opens that door. Now you're going to need a key for the next part. So all you do is just make sure to pick up the one behind you before you go down this hallway, all right? When you get here, you're gonna have a couple enemies, you know, just a couple of hobgoblins, and you know, your favorite Vexes around, and just clear them out. Make sure you watch out for the one on the top. That sniper is usually the most dangerous one. All right, and as you start making your way around that corner, you're gonna have one of these dudes come back at you, a Minotaur. So there you go, just get him out of there. That one won't drop a gold thing for you to worry about, so that's okay. You have another hobgoblin on the top, and just clean up. All right, after you clean them all up, y'all, this is where you're placing that key, which is gonna give you a platform to make your way to the next encounter. All right, so once you get to this alley, you're gonna follow the blue lit architecture through to your next place. So just follow me. All right, once you take that last cannon, you're gonna get to this elevator right here, and this is gonna take you to your next encounter. All right, this room's gonna have Cabal and it's gonna have Vex. All right, here we go. You're just gonna want to do some clearing here initially, and then watch out for snipers top left and top right. That big homie right there is gonna be your final boss, but you don't have to worry about them too much right now. Just clear up everything on the ground. Okay, once you finish clearing out all those enemies, you should have killed a Minotaur. That's going to give you another one of these golden keys for partition. Very obvious where you're placing that. And it's going to open the door to a place where you can get some rocks, some fancy rocks, y'all. If you need them, go ahead, collect them all. Use your piston hammer. If you don't need them, don't worry. Just keep on moving this way. All right, once you take that elevator I was just talking about up, just gonna have a few enemies to clear in this room, and you're gonna get introduced to your blue keys. Okay, after you clear them all out, you need to get a blue key, put it right there. Where do you get it? Go off to your right. It's gonna be tucked right here in the corner. Pick it up, and you know what to do. Right there. All right, as you can see, like I said, portals. And you have a Vex portal to jump through now. All right, and in here, you're gonna have a Hydra, some Hobgoblins, and some freaking other smaller Vex to contend with. But the Hydra is your biggest problem here. So what you're gonna wanna do is get the Hydra out of there as fast as possible. If you have something with anti-barrier, it's actually really good to have just because of Hydras and these Hobgoblins. So there you go. Once that's all clear, you'll see that you'll have now another portal. There you go, that you can open with that key. And you're gonna open the obvious portal. And then you can pick up this green key. So what you're gonna do now is basically you're gonna go through each portal and activate it with a key. And then you're gonna just repeat until you can get the freak out of here. So I placed that here. All right, so this one needs a key, and this is ultimately gonna be your way out. So you need to be able to come through here with another blue key. So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna go ahead and pick this up, and we're gonna go activate the other one over here on the left. So here we go. Open this one up. As you can see, the enemies are gonna keep on spawning. All right, so now the cool thing is, if you already used it and you have another way in or out, as you can see, this is the first one. So after grabbing the first key that you used, go ahead and jump back through. And now since you don't need to go back in there anymore, grab the key you used to open up that one. And now you should be able to have the extra key to go through this middle portal and open up the last portal. There we go. All right, you jump through, and here we go to a fight encounter. Fight encounter for you right here. As you can see, you got a banner, so if you need to switch anything out to your weapons that hit harder, go ahead and do it. All right, so you're gonna start with a subjugate. Everybody loves subjugators, right? I know y'all love subjugators, don't lie. All right, so you're gonna have Cabal running around with shields, which is why anti-barrier on your weapons is actually really nice, even though on normal you don't need to worry about champs. You definitely do on expert, but we're talking about normal right here. So just clear out a few, if not all the ads, and go ahead and start on your damage. Watch out for ice attacks. If you remember the last fight with the witness in the campaign, just think about it like that. What you're trying to do is get this fool's HP down one of those bars. See how it's divided into 3 bars at the bottom? You want to kill and hit this guy as fast as possible to get him out of your face. And then he's going to switch off and try to tag out, basically. All right, so bar is gone, right? You can have more ads. Go ahead and clear so that you can go ahead and grab what homeboy left behind, which is that portal key. All right, once you grab that portal key to your right, you'll see a place to put it. Don't really have too many options here, so it's pretty straightforward. Go ahead, jump on through, and now they're gonna tag in. What you should do is play the range game. Get this wall right here in between you and this guy as much as you possibly can. And when he starts running up close to you, just jump across. Do not let this fool grab you, y'all. You know how that goes for you. So use that wall on that end and use this wall on this end. Definitely feel free to use some heavy, but don't think you should have to use it all. Like I said, it starts getting too close. That's because he's going to try to choke slam you. Don't do it. You can drop down there if you want, but if you make a mistake and fall on the lasers, you're going to have a bad time. Don't do it to yourselves. All right, so I'll just play the distance game here. If it takes you a little while, that is okay. And just light those shoulders up. And it's going to leave you another key for a portal, which is at all the way at the end of the hallway. Go ahead and Stargate yourself up out of here. All right, so there's 1 bar of health off each one of them. And guess whose turn it is again? Yep, you were right. It's Subjugating. Subjugating, is that a good name for him? I don't even know. Look, don't judge me on the names, y'all. I'm trying to keep the commentary going. I'm trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying not to die and look like I suck at this game. So give me some credit here. All right, so same thing as before. You're just gonna wanna wear down the Subjugator until that next bar of health is gone. You still got more Cabal to worry about. So go ahead and make sure you clear out some ads first, just to give you space to maneuver and keep these columns in between you and the Subjugator. It's really gonna help with dodging that ice. So keep these columns between you and them. All right, rinse and repeat. Once he leaves, you get another key, and that one is down. The Subjugator is down to his last bar of health. You'll find the portal on your left side in the back of that room. And now you should see the Tormentor again. And same thing. You're going to use this corner right here. And just try to use this corner and this gap between you and him. Right? That way you can use these columns and these walls for cover as you take care of these ads, because the Tormentor is more aggressive this time. As you can see, it is moving. It is moving. So just use this time. Go ahead and clear out ads. And when it starts getting too close, jump across this gap so that it cannot grab you. That gap is going to be your friend, y'all. All right. So if you play the distance game, this will not be bad. But the ads will keep on spawning. And you will want to take some cover with these walls so that you don't get hit by those projectile attacks too much. So just keep doing that until you wither it down to the last bar. Okay, so after he disappears, he'll leave you a key. You're going to take that to go to the last room. Just so you know, during this fight, there are portals here that you can just jump through to get away from him nice and quickly on either side of the room. Forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. But once you grab it, go ahead to the back right of the room. Open it up. But now, since they're both down on the last bar, it's a tag team match. It's a handicap match. You got 2-on-1, and here they come. You got to fight them both in here, y'all. So the good thing is, what I like to do is try to move to the outskirts here. Clear some ads. It gives me some time to work on them. And just make sure you don't let this fool get too close to you. All right, I like to get him out, because if I pop my super, if it's a Roman super, he will take you out of it. So once you get the Tormentor out, feel free to pop your super and go after the Subjugator. Should be an easy cleanup after you get the Tormentor out. So just keep your distance from the Tormentor so that you can have space to do that. And once they're both gone, all right, you can get your chests, get your rewards, and we are going to the top where that portal just opened up. All right, once you make your way through the portal, look in front of you to the right, upper level, and you'll see a little circle you can go ahead, jump into, drop down from, and you're just gonna follow this linear path. Okay, once you get here, you're gonna have some hydras to worry about, so go ahead. Anti-barrier is very good, and down below you got a Cyclops you're gonna want to get out of your hair, it's better to do it from up there to get the Cyclops and everything. All right, then you got, of course, your favorite Minotaurs here, which I'm just gonna clean up with some heavy so I don't get karate chopped too much. And you're gonna have a lot of harpies. Gonna start seeing a lot of harpies here, y'all. It's good to go ahead and get your clear on and make sure you can get that Minotaur out of there as fast as possible so you don't have to worry about that. All right, once you clear everyone and everything, you can go ahead and make your way uptown, which is just following this path over here where you see the more traditional old style gray rock, and go ahead and follow this path around the outside, jump up to this brown rock, and you should see these little cliff sides. Go ahead and jump up, use those to get to the next area. This is another area where if you got a hammer, you can go ahead and use it, and you'll have more pretty little rocks you can pick up if you need them. If not, you just go ahead, kill the Hydra back there, kill the Wyvern that's coming up on you right now, and you can keep on moving through. But you will also have a Minotaur, as you can see. So I'm just getting rid of you, trying not to die. You're gonna have some beam hobgoblins, some beam harpies. I'm trying to get rid of all of them real quick. So machine guns are pretty nice in here because let me clear these fools out. Just go ahead and buy. All right, once that's done, I would take out the Wyvern before you deal with the Hydra. Okay, Wyvern's gone. At this point, if you cleared everything in the Wyvern, just use one of your anti-barrier weapons from a distance. Hydra's out. All right, pick up all the rocks if you need them. If you don't, then I will show you in a second where you gotta go. All right, so to get out of here, you're gonna just follow this path, make your way around. Please note that you can have another Hydra spawn on you if you take long enough here in the back. You'll have another Hydra come and try to drop kick you like that. So you already know what to do. After you clear everything and everyone, including the 2-piece chicken combo, you should see a little path over here that opens up in the back left of this area. Follow the path downwards and you'll get to the next area. All right, once you get to this next area, y'all, you're gonna see more harpies. You're gonna have more hydras in the air, which should definitely be a good thing to clear first and foremost. Once you get the Hydra, it looks like everything despawns, which is a good thing. So again, Hydra, first and foremost. Get them from a distance, anti-barrier weapons, go through the portal. All right, y'all, once you get to this laboratory looking place, you're gonna have a DGOS Exomine you can mess with here if you wanna hear lore. If not, just keep going to the back of the room, hang a right, down the steps, and you will make it to the final boss fight area. All right, if you need to, this is where you're gonna want to go ahead and change your DPS weapons. You wanna go full DPS up in here if you can. So what I recommend is probably something that hits harder like a rocket launcher. I like to use Dragon's Breath, that's just me. Machine gun still works perfectly fine if you wanna use that for heavy. Something like Leviathan's Breath, anything that hits hard does a lot of DPS is very good for you. So when you start up, make your way to this key and you're gonna have a Minotaur come out to greet you with a lot of these goblins coming out as well. So what you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and clear ads real quick. Get the Minotaur solo because it's gonna be real difficult. There's a lot of goblins around. It's gonna be shooting at you. So don't take all of that. If you need to, use these columns as cover as you just work your way from an outer column. It's just kill ads until it's you and the Minotaur. You can just work on it. I'm gonna get this Minotaur out of here. You can finish it if you get it low enough just to make things faster. It's gonna drop a green key. You wanna pick up that green key. And as soon as you pick up the green key, make your way over to the middle platform if it's clear and place it. It's gonna make a platform show up for you. An extra platform with a conflux. Go ahead and tamper with the conflux, but make sure that when you do, know that it's gonna spawn a Cyclops. It always spawns it on the right side for me. I just hit it as soon as it comes up, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. Don't get hit by that Cyclops, y'all. It's a bad day. Now that the Cyclops is gone, and now that I already used the Conflux, pick up the key that you use. All right, so after you retrieve your key, go ahead and take that key to a platform that you have not done yet. I'm gonna actually go right to this other key node here and deposit it. And it'll bring up this platform, and this is what you're looking for, either a conflux or a red plate that you need to stand on. That's always what you're gonna want, y'all. So remember, do the middle platform first, then the right platform, and then when you get on the plate, you're gonna have an accessing counter. You got to get this all the way to 100. You're gonna have spawns of enemies jumping through these bubbles and spawning through these bubbles to come get you. So having something that can help you do some clearing damage, like maybe one of those new grenade launchers, having strand, having bolt shot on an arc weapon, all good options just to help you clear them real quick so you don't get overwhelmed, because that can happen pretty quickly here because you got to stay on the plate. All right, when your plate is done, as you can see, a little pyramid showed up on the boss's bubble. This means that you can now do a damage phase. So what you want to do is get into a position where you have cover and you have a clear line of sight on the boss. When you are there, now you're going to prep for a damage phase. So to start the damage phase, you need to shoot this bubble, or excuse me, pyramid, until it bursts. And when it does, just go crazy. Now the boss will teleport, just so you know. So the boss will teleport to the middle. Keep on going. All right, once you go ahead and get enough damage on the boss, it will actually divide and put up these barriers all across. What this means now is you, of course, need portals to get around. So just be aware that if you do enough damage to the boss, he's going to panic and he's going to summon a lot of stuff. Meaning these 3 freaking Minotaurs, because I got it past that one big bar with DPS. If not, you can try again. It is okay, but just be aware you're gonna have a little bit of a fight right after that. So if there's some way you can keep some of your heavy for after that, is a good move. All right, so once you get those Minotaurs out of the way, you should have 2 warp keys and a green key. So go ahead and start placing them the only places you can, because remember, you're blocked off. So you're gonna need a warp key, get you out of the segment that you're in. So I'm gonna grab the green key that just dropped for us. And after placing that to open up the portal, I'm gonna head through to the middle portal. And I'm gonna look for a platform. And it should be, let's try the middle one. Yes, in the middle, you got a conflux again. So go ahead and hit the conflux in the middle again. And remember, when you do that, Cyclops is going to spawn, and this time it is on the left. It seems to be wherever the boss is looking towards. That's where the Cyclops is going to spawn. Go back and pick up the warp key so that you can open up the last portal. You only need 2 warp keys to get every portal working after you go through this first one. All right, got the warp key. All right, after you place your warp key, now you can get to that side. You should have another key that you can pick up, another green key. You're gonna need that because now you have to get a red plate to show up. So retrieve the green key, should be in this middle one from when you first came in, and go ahead and make your way towards the left side. So I'm gonna summon this here to see if this is what I needed. Yes, this is what I needed. So now you gotta go ahead and summon that left platform. You see the red plate that you got to stand on, and you know what to do. All right, after you clear that plate, get it to 100%, you got another boss phase coming up. So with these boss phases, I like to use my super during them because you can take the time in between boss phases. You're not being timed. Build your super back up while you're running around trying to get everything clear to get another boss phase in. So do not be, shy about using them. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna pop this. Let's get this boss moving. And they're gonna teleport towards the center like they always do. I'm gonna use my super. Got him past that bar. All right, the middle bar is done. You can keep going. So I'm gonna keep going. Not gonna let you clear the boss that easy. All right, so after you do damage to the boss, as you can see, the difference with this phase is the boss is gonna go towards the middle and is gonna keep shooting at you. Can't help that. Use these columns right here for cover. And if you have a void damage mod on your armor, your chest piece of your armor to help you do damage resist, you might love it just for this encounter right here. The good thing is you don't have to go run around and do the whole plate and all of that stuff again. You can just pop the boss and go ahead and start doing DPS. Use this little partition here as cover if you need to, and just go crazy. And that should be that. If the boss is done, congratulations, y'all. And you'll get your rewards right here. And if you didn't, you just earned a brand new exotic. I already did so it didn't pop up for me. And you can go ahead and get more rewards if you picked up all the shiny rocks. Anyway, if I missed anything in here, please hit the comments. If this helped you, please tell me in the comments how it helped you. Please tell me how I could do better with these guides. And if you want to help the channel, please hit me with a like. Please subscribe if you're new for more stuff like this. I'll have the secrets video to help you get the catalyst up very soon, y'all. Thank you for supporting. I'm out.